Hi, my name is Theophilus Olugbade, and you're welcome to DevTalks. And I'm here with.
Blessing Agu, also known as Newest.
All right, so we are going to be talking about the bubbling, trending event news that is going around on the social media, talking about Vincent Martins Otse, and popularly known as VDM. And I know we have a story where he was arrested at the GT, one of the GT Bank's branches. So, what do you have to say around the whole thing that happened?
Thank you very much, Theophilus. So I would want to start by saying there is absolutely nothing wrong with arresting, very dark man. There is nothing wrong with arresting him, but there is everything wrong with why you are arresting him. If people don't know why you're arresting him, then there's also everything wrong with the method of operandum. Like, what is the method of how you're? I mean, a lot of people are saying you kidnapped him.
Yeah.
This is the image that you are already portraying. Our EFCC, that you kidnapped him, and we just got to find out that some news blogger carrying the information that he was arrested based on cyber stalking, which when you look at it, it is not even in the place of the EFCC to arrest him on the grounds of cyber
Cyber stalking.
stalking,
Okay,
right?
let me just stop there and say that VDM is not a threat to the country, and I believe there's no reason why it should be cornered like that as though he's not staying in the country. But let's talk about the flow of information from agencies like EFCC and the rest to Nigerians, where we start asking, why do you this? Why do you think the government owe the people information as to the reason why they do certain things?
Absolutely, absolutely. I 100% think the government the government are accountable to the people. That office is a public office, right? Any agency, any elected office, any appointed office that serves the people should give accountability to the people. It is important for the EFCC to give us reasons why VeryDarkMan was arrested. Now, if they like I saw recently that there's a news that he was arrested based on financial crimes. That's after people started asking, why should you arrest him based on cyber stalking, which is not in your place.
Yeah.
Now, EFCC has come to say, oh, we are arresting him on financial crimes. What specific financial crimes? We have seen on several occasions where the former president of former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, was arrested on some grounds, and it was specific, right? We heard of money laundering, and all of that. It was so specific. So now we are asking on what financial crimes? Because the last time we checked, VDM is not a politician.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He is a youth, he's a young person, and as members or as humans of Dean Initiative, we are very keen at promoting, young people's interests. We are very keen at, pushing for young people. And we have seen somebody like VDM who speaks out and who tries to hold the government accountable. It is only good for the government and people from the government, maybe the EFCC, to call him aside and say, see, maybe you can help to refurbish how he, holds the government accountable, but you don't have to show a kind of operations that looks like you are trying to silence him.
Exactly. So when we are not talking about the development space and our concerns around human rights, okay, how do you think that the government, especially knowing that VDM is a young person, how do you think that the government, with this action, do you think it will dampen the interest of young people in advocating for good governance and dividends of democracy? And do you think it's going to really affect?
Honestly, I would start by saying that Nigeria is a democratic state.
Yes.
The government should know this and just understand this. In this, democratic states that we are, people have freedom of expression, right? All the government can do is give us information, they are accountable to know why. if any young person, regardless of how they put the information or how they ask the government for accountability, it is only important, or is only cogent that the government comes back and say, oh, this is it, and I don't like the way you are explaining this. This is it. You don't come and want to use state power or state machinery to want to uphold and make it look like you want to silence the young person. It is already a problem that most Nigerian youth or most young people in Nigeria do not want even to talk about what is going on in the country. A lot of people have given up on the country. A lot of people have lost hope. A lot of people have fear. They have this thing that when you talk about the government or the agencies in the government, there are possibility that you might be kidnapped, you might even be killed. So a lot of people don't even want to talk about it. And then we have few people like the VDM who is really coming out to talk about these issues. He shouldn't be, silenced, in quote, allegedly. He shouldn't be silenced. He shouldn't be used by a state machinery, captured in form of arrest, in an inhuman way, not promoting human rights, because that is not even human rights.
So, last, let me just ask you this. One thing that we have noticed with this VDM thing is that the good portion of the people who are going out there to protest for his release are young people. And that speaks to the fact that we have a large chunk of our population are young people. So how do you think governments can actually drive this youthfulness into good cause for the country instead of the continuing embarrassment that they are putting us in Committee of Nations?
There are so many ways, right? Government should first recognize that young Nigerians, or 70% of Nigerians are young people, and they are the productive aspect of the economy. So government should think of strategic ways to really engage these people. It's unfortunate that over 50% of our young people are unemployed. So these are the issues. All these underlying issues are what can really trigger young people. And young people are happy to see that there is somebody out there who is doing what they don't even want to do. They are seeing somebody who has all of that boldness, all of that courage. And they would not want that kind of person to be silenced or to be kept aside. All young people, this is an evidence that young people are willing to speak, and when they have seen someone who is ready to speak, they're going to promote that person.
Thank you very much, Blessing Ado. I think this is one of the things we get to enjoy with DevTalks. So on our next episode, we're going to be discussing something more interesting. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Theophilus.